Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to F1 Manager 2024 and another part of our Lotus Road to Glory career mode. Today we are back with the Spanish Grand Prix. Looking forward to seeing how we get on here. We are going to need to, well, it's already been manufactured, but we can install a replacement for suspension 3. Last time out, of course, we had an absolutely incredible time with a 1-2 in Canada. It just came back at the end with the safety car, but you know, we took advantage of it and we won at the end of the day. And I think that's what you've got to you got to take it down to at the end of the day. Is we were the ones across the checkered flag first, and yeah, I mean, we now probably have to even prioritise Antonelli a little bit, because, you know, in the Drivers' Championship, he is only 43 points behind. He's second in that Drivers' Championship, so there is a possibility that we could win the Drivers' World Championship this year. I don't think we're going to win the Constructors or be anywhere near that. But, you know, as we've seen with McLaren this season in real life, it is possible to come back. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing how we get on with that. So let's push forward. So side pods have been designed. Let's get some stuff done then. Let's get some of that sorted. Yeah, so we'll do 2 of them for now. Suspension looks okay. So yeah, now we can put that on car 2, put that on car 1. Yep. Okay. Underfloor wise, we're sorted. Side pods we are manufacturing. I don't well, we haven't got enough money to go and design another part, but the chassis is being manufactured as well. So let's just head to here and make sure that we've got 5 engineers on both of them. That looks good. Okay, push forward. Here we go. Right, so side pods, design complete. Yep, all of that is fine. Let's keep pushing forward. I've got some manufacturing complete there. ATR period ending soon. 1 week left. Yeah, I don't think, well, we don't have the money, do we? So, yeah. That's a shame. Ooh, sponsor plans just come through, so we will be able to sort that out. Brill. Right. So, straight into car development. Let's take some engineers off these jobs. We should be able to maybe even get 2 more designs going. Yeah, rear wing's the one I'm thinking about here. Go on then, let's just throw everything else behind this rear wing. Make sure that is down. Have a little look. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. Nice. Right. Yeah, let's put 4 people on that. And that costs 1.8 million. Perfect. Right. Have we got any... No, we haven't got any manufacturing capability. Let's head into this. Head of aero fuel advert. That's fine. Now then, let's see. Has that fixed our scouts? Don't think so. No. It has not. Sad times. Right. Okay, push on then. And ready now for practice for the weekend. We'll make sure the cars are up to the best possible standard that we can. So let's head to the warehouse. Chassis, yep, we've got chassis number 1. We're going to put that on Antonelli's car. Front wings are sorted. Rear wings are fine. He can have the new side pods. And both guys can have the new suspension. Okay. Yeah, Antonelli's car slightly better. Particularly around top speed. But overall car performance 3rd. Let's have a little look actually at the car analysis. Is Red Bull still the team to beat? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, their cornering isn't great, but they're great everywhere else. McLaren are getting better. Ferrari are probably the best all-round team other than us. Alpine are up there. Williams. RB. Aston Martin, no, not really. So, you know, Red Bull and Ferrari are the ones to keep an eye on. And then, yeah, definitely not Alpine. Mercedes are back. And they're doing well. With Albon and Hülkenberg. You know, really, Mercedes should be right up there. But we'll see. So, Ricciardo, we're going to say he's going to be 8th or higher. And Antonelli, 1st or higher. Or 4th or higher, sorry. Let's get into it then. This weekend.
Thank you for joining us for the Spanish Grand Prix here in Barcelona. The first Grand Prix held here was won by Nigel Mansell after a wheel-to-wheel battle with Ayrton Senna. But who will follow in his footsteps this weekend? In the last round, we saw the perfect blending of strategy and performance lead to a well-earned win. But can they pull it off again here? Sit tight then for the rest of the action.
Right then, let's get ourselves into qualifying and see how we get on.
Welcome everyone to qualifying. This should be a good one.
Qualifying consists of 3 periods, with the slowest drivers eliminated after each one. With the pressure mounting, who can secure a strong starting position for the race?
Now Karun, you and I were actually just talking about that man there, Max Verstappen. How do you think he'll be feeling today?
They must be feeling good after their fast lap times in practice. Confidence can do great things for a driver, so I'm excited to see how they handle qualifying.
What does today have in store? Only time will tell.
Right then, here we are ready for qualifying. We are going to treat both drivers to a brand new ERS because this one is on its last legs now. 41% it's on there. That will just now become our practice ERS, and hopefully with that it will end up lasting the whole season from that point on. We will see though. For some reason this is untested. Why is that untested? 99%. Yeah, that looks great. 96% there for Antonelli. We'll put a couple of clicks to the left there. And let's get ourselves into this qualifying session then. I think with the fresh engine in there, we could hopefully be right near the front. So there goes Antonelli out as well. Not trying to particularly get any sort of distant tow, but any marginal effects would be helpful. And there we come round, and Antonelli does go quicker than Daniel Ricciardo. 112.4 to start us off. Ricciardo 0.4 slower, so probably going to need to go again. Oh dear. Antonelli has used all his soft tyres in practice. Not really sure why he's done that. Albon, by the way, right up there. That's exactly what we expected to happen with the pace of the Mercedes. Hülkenberg right up there as well. But at the moment, Alonso 4th, Verstappen only 11th. Hamilton goes 2nd now. So Ricciardo's probably going to have to go out there again. I think he'd be alright, but he has got the tyres to do it. Antonelli's going to wait in the pit lane. I'll send out Ricciardo now. So he's got a nice little gap. And he can get his lap time in. And we'll hopefully see a decent improvement as he comes over the line. It's actually no improvement for Daniel Ricciardo and only P8. He'll be a little bit disappointed with that, but he gets through anyway, and that was the main thing. Liam Lawson is the big shot going out in Q1. Zhou Guanyu is out there as well. Porsche, the 2 Haas cars, and Schumacher joining. Okay, right, into session 2. And I think Antonelli, we're going to have to use scrub tyres for him.
Okay, should be green.
Ricciardo out there as well. Try and give him a little bit of a tour this time. Just to help him along. Now Antonelli absolutely needs to find some pace here on this scrub tyre. Ricciardo looking like he's going quicker at the moment. But here we go then with Antonelli up to the line to 1:12.9. It's not great.
Make sure you respect the delta.
That might not be enough.
Maximum rear tire cooling, please.
That's slower than what Ricciardo did in Q1. Ricciardo ended up 8th. Might have to just give him another lap on these scrubs. See if he can do any better here. Much better from Antonelli that time. Gets him up towards Ricciardo's time. And that should be enough. I think Ricciardo's will be enough as well. So let's just leave it at that, I think. Both Mercedes cars currently out of qualifying. Need to find more pace. Albon comes round. Albon goes 5th. Hülkenberg needs to improve. He's only 12th. That's a poor lap from Nico Hülkenberg. And he is the big shot going out in Q2. The big improvements to the Mercedes this weekend should have meant he was right up there. His Q1 time would have been good enough for P9 in that session. But no improvement from Hülkenberg. Right there, and well, he will be devastated, I would have thought. We're going to keep 2 sets of brand new soft tyres with Daniel Ricciardo. Probably just 1 set of new tyres for Kimi Antonelli. So I'm going to send out Ricciardo straight away.
Green light, green light.
Antonelli will just run the once in this session. It's a 1:12.4. It's a very good opening gambit for Daniel. And then make sure that Antonelli is the last man out there. It's risky because if there's any yellow flags or traffic, then that will be the end of it. We'll send out Ricciardo now on his brand new tyres, so we're expecting some improvements. But Antonelli, who got pole position in Canada, and now hopefully expecting him to go and take back-to-back pole positions. He's won 2 races in a row. Can he now qualify on pole position for 2 races in a row? Oh, who's that coming? That is Fernando Alonso. That's just passed. Antonelli's got plenty of time here. But Ricciardo's currently the one on pole position before anybody else has gone. So here we go then. This is the time for Kimi Antonelli to shine. Ricciardo, unfortunately, stuck behind a Ferrari here. It's not a great first sector. Purple first sector for Kimi Antonelli. Through this middle sector, don't think we're going to see anything from Daniel Ricciardo here. I'm thinking let's just call him in when he comes round. Antonelli going purple in both sectors. Ricciardo currently in third. Here comes Antonelli then round the final corner. Wow, what a lap. A 1:12.1. He took one lap. He only needed one lap. And Kimi Antonelli is on pole position. Daniel Ricciardo qualifies in fourth. Lewis Hamilton is third. And Max Verstappen will have a grid penalty. So it's going to be a 1-3 on the grid for tomorrow's race. Awesome.
The stage is set here in Barcelona. 66 laps around a track that the drivers know inside and out.
Barcelona is a circuit with plenty of history under its belt. It was here, after all, that multiple world champion Max Verstappen secured his very first F1 victory back in 2016.
Long straights and medium speed turns dominate here, but there's something else to watch out for at Barcelona. The air currents are strong and unpredictable, and they'll be giving aerodynamic components a real run for their money this weekend. Welcome to race day, and before we get down to it, last minute checks are being made.
Right, okay, so here we are then, ready for race day. Daniel Ricciardo has got two brand new sets of soft tyres, so I'm tempted with Daniel to go for maybe even a three-stopper here. What else has he got? Has he got any more mediums? He's got some scrub soft tyres. What could we do here? Let's try and work this out. That doesn't look good. Yeah, might just have to look after stuff a lot better today. Maybe go hards in the middle and then mediums at the end. No, that's 6 seconds slower. So yeah, we're gonna trust the strategists on this one. Antonelli's got two sets of medium tyres. I'm tempted to go for hards and be aggressive on them. Maybe in the middle stint. Has he got 3 sets of mediums? I think he has got 3 sets of mediums. Well, this is a bit of a conundrum then. We could go 3-stopper with Antonelli then. Add in the final stint as a medium tyre. That's apparently 8 seconds slower. It feels silly to not use the fact that he's got these tyres up his sleeve. You know what? I'm going to go for it with Antonelli. We're going to maybe start on the soft tyres. And go medium second stint. Yeah. That looks good. Cool. Right, that's what we're going with Antonelli. So he's going to be very aggressive from the start. Daniel Ricciardo is not going to be aggressive from the start. Let's see who wins. Here we go.
Well, it's great to have you with us, folks, as we settle in for the weekend's Grand Prix action. As we get closer to the race, will the McLaren be fancying their chances in this one?
Starting P10 puts them in the right place to get some points, but there's still a lot to do.
But remember, anything can happen in Formula One.
Right, here we go then.
This is it. It's the Spanish Grand Prix. And it's lights out.
Lights out, away we go. And, well, Lewis Hamilton off to a very good start. Kimi Antonelli side by side with Lewis Hamilton here, but I think it's going to be Hamilton that takes the lead. Unless Antonelli can fly around the first corner. And he can't. So, Antonelli fighting with Lewis. Not managing to get in front. Lewis is on the medium tyres. Antonelli straight away struggling to keep up with Hamilton. Ricciardo's lost out to Tsunoda and Albon here. Verstappen P6 as it stands. Antonelli needs to keep close to Lewis here because he is going to be aggressive early on. Daniel Ricciardo's going to take some early pain, hopefully for some long-term gain. Here goes Antonelli now with Lewis Hamilton. Straight line speed of the Lotus working out beautifully for us there. Lovely move. And we are now up to first position in this Grand Prix. So, Daniel Ricciardo currently in P5. He's just overtaken Max Verstappen. Really important that he stays with Yuki Tsunoda here. Doesn't drop out of that 1 second window. Antonelli has just dropped behind Lewis Hamilton again. So we're going to go neutral now. Here comes DRS for Kimi Antonelli. He is through on Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton off to a very good start in this race. And yeah, it will be interesting to see how close he can stay at this stage of the race. Now Albon fighting with Tsunoda, but it's going to be an easy move there for Ricciardo. And here we go then. There we find it. Kimi Antonelli takes the early lead here. Really important that he keeps pushing hard in this first stint. Magnussen has locked up, I think. Yeah. Daniel Ricciardo now just going to be able to follow Yuki Tsunoda. Look at that. 2.8 seconds already is the gap for Kimi Antonelli. He's obviously coming into the pits an extra time in this race. So it's important that he continues to push hard at the start so he can stay ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Ricciardo past Tsunoda now. He's probably got a bit of an opportunity here to just push on a little bit. Try and get himself towards Lewis. And that's exactly what he's done. Nicely done from Daniel Ricciardo there. So now he's in Lewis Hamilton's slipstream. But Kimi Antonelli starting to dominate this Spanish Grand Prix. And, well, this would be 3 race victories in a row if he was able to pull that off. Daniel Ricciardo now into 2nd place. And remember, this is in the upgraded Lotus car for Antonelli, but he is going full beans at the moment. Really attacking. He's coming in lap 11, so not long until he comes in. And some yellow flags there, and that was a Lewis Hamilton lockup.
Now we should be
Probably
able to take a
just
look
missed
here.
Daniel Ricciardo
Now
here,
this
and
was
yeah,
in
there you
turn
go.
1.
He was right behind Daniel. Big lockup, and wow, could have taken out Daniel there. Didn't in the end, but that
Lots of crashes.
brings Hamilton down. Bottas and Ocon
Near where the car is.
have
is the
had an
least debris. You could
impact.
Just keep your eyes open. Like a couple laps or sooner than that.
So there's the one that is starting to close in on Antonelli. We are going to go full attack now. That will hopefully give us a chance. And, well, we are going to come in now onto the medium tyres. Don't wanna lose any more time to Tsunoda. Ricciardo, meanwhile, still pushing. Here comes Antonelli. And there we go, 2.4 seconds on that pit stop. He'd have loved to have come out ahead of that group. But now what's really important is that Antonelli is able to control the pace from here. Not push too hard. But he needs to make his way back through these guys pretty quickly. So here's a chance on Zhou Guanyu. Should be easy enough down the inside, and he is through. And that'll probably be an almighty undercut on those guys at the front who aren't coming into the pits for a little while. But he does need to make his way past quite quickly and quite efficiently. Can't get stuck in a battle. Oh, that was Zhou Guanyu trying to get back past him there. So perfect example here. Needs to get past that McLaren. Manages to. Now he's got the Alpine of Lando Norris. Yeah, perfect. Ricciardo currently 1.2 seconds off Tsunoda. And there he goes past Mick Schumacher now. So quick look at tyres. So yeah, Ricciardo's tyres are looking good compared to Tsunoda's. Alright, need to get past the Haas quickly. Lost a lot of time there. Yep, through we go, and Antonelli already up to 12th, so this is looking good. And now he's got free air. Let's have a look at his times. So, yeah, he's putting in 1 minute 20s. Ricciardo is really the only one that can mildly compete with that. It's good to see. So he's up to P8. He's past Hulkenberg. Some people will be starting to come into the pits fairly soon. And over the course of this race, he'll hopefully make up the rest of that time. 8 seconds or so that he is losing.
Understood.
Daniel Ricciardo, meanwhile, will be Coming into the pits very shortly. We're going to commit on next lap for Daniel. Antonelli just 13 seconds behind the leader. But, you know, you're lucky he's already a long way ahead of the likes of Albon. And this is just lovely stuff for Kimi. He's just running his own race. He doesn't really have to worry about anybody else's strategy. The only thing he might find himself concerned about is whether there's a safety car. But to be honest, at the moment he's well inside the safety car window. So Ricciardo is coming in this lap. So in comes Daniel Ricciardo. Now, where's he going to come out in all of this? He'd love to come out probably just behind Pierre Gasly. That's where he'd love to come out on track. So here come a few. He's actually going to come out ahead of Max Verstappen. That seems pretty good from Daniel. I mean, don't sound so surprised, but I am quite surprised that he's that far ahead of the other guys.
So, what DRS? Understood.
So he's going to have DRS here on Zane Maloney. There goes Antonelli, by the way, past Charles Leclerc now. And there goes Ricciardo DRSing Zane Maloney. Nicely done. Right. So Antonelli now just 6.5 seconds behind Fernando Alonso. This is him getting now a pit stop ahead, essentially, of the rest of the field, which is allowing him to do another pit stop and have fresh tyres right at the end of this Grand Prix when everybody else is struggling. So Max Verstappen does overtake Daniel Ricciardo. Not that surprising at this stage. It's kind of going exactly how we would have imagined right now. So 4.7 seconds is the lead for Fernando Alonso. Ricciardo and Verstappen are battling it out. Verstappen using his tyres more. And that's the thing, Verstappen will probably go on to hard tyres for his final stint, whereas Ricciardo will have the soft tyres to be able to use. Alonso's in. So I think now is the time for Kimi Antonelli to attack. He's going to come in and put on the medium tyres once again, brand new medium tyres, and again he's going to be able to attack on them medium tyres, or at least, you know, be a little bit more aggressive than some of the other folks out there. Tsunoda's not on great tyres. Leclerc's definitely not on great tyres here. So Antonelli, I think, should roughly come out around about 8th. I think. Should come out in front of Hamilton. We got some yellow flags. That could be a problem.
And here we've got a yellow flag.
And that is Leclerc coming into the pits. So here he comes back out. Is he going to be behind Hamilton? He is. So he's come back out in 7th. I think Verstappen has had a lock-up or something. Or spin. Not entirely sure, but yeah, that's what the yellow flag was caused by. Anyway, now then. Antonelli on brand new tyres. It's not going to be long before he's past Lewis Hamilton. Go fastest lap there for Fernando Alonso. Here comes Kimi Antonelli now. Nicely through on Hamilton. Just 10 seconds off the leader. Ricciardo, meanwhile, is P3. It's Yuki Tsunoda leading this race at the moment. And that's kind of on merit. You know, at this stage, obviously, Antonelli on a completely different strategy to the rest of the boys out there. Alonso now going to have a go at Yuki Tsunoda, and he is through. Nicely done. 9.5 seconds is the gap for Antonelli. And he is slowly but surely catching up to Fernando. He is going to have a couple of people that he has an issue with. Yeah, we'd like to get past these guys pretty quickly. Certainly Pierre Gasly. Yeah, there we go. Beautifully done. Nice dummy there from Kimi Antonelli. Let's watch from the eyes of the Italian. He's coming round. He's going to have DRS. He's going to come from a long, long way back. And he's going to go around the outside of Alex Albon. So, Antonelli back into 4th position now. Chance to maybe use some ERS to just close up that gap a little bit. Ricciardo, meanwhile, still looking after those tyres. Tsunoda's tyres are going to be awful. Alonso is wrecking his soft tyres as well.
Out of DRS.
It won't be long before Antonelli's tyres are just so good compared to the rest of the field. And he starts taking a lot of time out of them. Let's pop that onto gap to leader, because that's the real question for Antonelli. Can he sustain a good level of pace on the likes of Fernando Alonso? At the moment, 9 seconds is that gap. Ricciardo, by the way, now has caught up to Yuki Tsunoda very quickly. Won't be long before Daniel is through on Yuki. And then he should be able to push a little bit. He won't get past here. Although he did. He did do it. Well done. Yeah, Yuki's tyre's fallen off a little bit now. There you go, Yuki straight back through. Right, Antonelli now right behind this little group. Needs to get past Tsunoda. And then his teammate. And then he can go about catching Fernando Alonso. And there we go. There goes Antonelli through. Nicely done. Ricciardo, we're going to say don't defend. Right, Ricciardo, let's bring that down. Yep. Now Antonelli might be able to drag him along a little bit here. If Ricciardo can stay within DRS, that's going to help Ricciardo immensely here. Yeah, he's already fallen out of that DRS range. Now Antonelli is going to slowly but surely eat away that time. Alonso's in. So what tyres is Alonso going to put on here? Alonso has put on hard tyres. Okay. Right, Ricciardo, of course, is going to be going on to the soft tyres. Now, Kimi Antonelli.
Okay.
Ricciardo, I think. Let's get him in this lap. Let's see what he can do. It's going to be a long way behind Fernando Alonso. Antonelli's going to come in this lap. And he is putting on the medium tyres. So here we go then. Kimi Antonelli is in. Should come out well ahead of Daniel Ricciardo. And that's a lovely stop. And now he's got 20 laps to make some good inroads on the top two. So here we go then. 10 seconds is the gap he has to make up. Daniel Ricciardo has just put in a 1:17.7 on his soft tyres. Sonoda's out there on hard tyres as well. Leclerc, well, yeah, he's going to be coming in probably this lap, I would have thought. Now, we went a little bit longer.
We okay on temperatures?
So they're going to attack
Tires?
on these tyres for Antonelli now. We're going to see how quickly we can close up to Fernando. DRS. Nicely done. So we're already taking out almost a second there from Alonso's lead. Let's see what the difference of lap time was. 0.7 of a second. So, yeah, very good. Oh, is that Magnussen out? No, Bottas is locked up. Magnussen has got a mechanical fault. It feels like he might retire. But we'll have to see. Right, coming through the middle sector now. Antonelli, is it going to be an improvement? No. But he's not far away from taking another second out of Fernando Alonso. We're just going to keep doing that. Striking distance is going to be 10 laps at this stage. Now, Charles Leclerc, his tyres are not looking good. He's even going to get unlapped by Haas car here. And there's no way Leclerc's going to go till the end, so I'm not really certain what he's trying to achieve here. Now I'm going to tell Daniel to avoid high-risk curbs because he's got a decent gap to Tsunoda. And there goes Charles Leclerc. And now Antonelli has a clear track in front of him to try and catch Fernando Alonso. 7.8 seconds is that gap. We've got 16 laps to go. Let's see how quickly we can do this. Daniel Ricciardo's certainly going to be looking after those soft tyres. And here we go then. DRS for Antonelli. That's going to help him out. Another lap time. 1.7 seconds he made up there. Even Daniel Ricciardo took a second out of Fernando Alonso that lap. 5.1 seconds is the gap between championship leader Fernando Alonso and championship second placer Kimi Antonelli. Verstappen nowhere to be found really at this stage. Daniel Ricciardo doing a great job actually of putting in the times. And Antonelli has just put in fastest lap. He is flying out there. 3.7 seconds is now the difference. It's not going to be too long until Antonelli is right on Fernando Alonso here. Nicely let out of the way by the McLaren. 2.3 seconds is now the gap. But again, Kimi Antonelli flying around this final corner. It's not a fastest lap, but it is 2.3 seconds. That is the gap. 1:16.3. 1.7 seconds quicker. Even Daniel Ricciardo 0.6 of a second quicker than Alonso that lap. So we could be even on for a better finish than we were thinking. Antonelli 2.5 seconds behind Alonso now. It's not as clear-cut this lap, the difference between them. In fact, I think Alonso has responded. Yeah, Alonso 0.3 quicker on that previous lap. Not really sure where he got that extra bit of time from. Let's get Daniel deploying. He's building a beautiful gap to Yuki Tsunoda. This is looking better. I think Alonso was maybe using some deployment that he had spare, because now there's another second being taken out of Fernando Alonso here. A 1:16.7 plays a 1:18.0. There's just 1 second between them now. And it's not going to be long until Kimi Antonelli is in the lead of this Spanish Grand Prix. Now the Sauber is a little bit in the way, but DRS is open. And Kimi Antonelli is about to take the lead, and he looks set to win his third Grand Prix in a row. There he goes. Kimi Antonelli leads the Spanish Grand Prix. His 3-stop strategy has worked out beautifully. He's been on fresher tyres the whole race. He's been able to put in his laps and has done an awesome job. To be completely fair with him, he's been absolutely brilliant as Kimi, and now can just ease off the gas a little bit.
No more overtake.
And will hopefully coast it home. Daniel Ricciardo, meanwhile, he's just 6 seconds behind Fernando. And what are the lap times looking like? He is about half a second a lap quicker than Fernando. So it's not over for Daniel Ricciardo to finish second in this race. He's got very nice tyres. He's looking after them really well. 2.6 seconds the gap between Kimi Antonelli and Fernando Alonso. Still a long way quicker. He was 2.5 seconds quicker. That last lap was Kimi Antonelli. He's coming around now. This is going to be more like in the 17s. 17.2 plays an 18.0. He's still 8 tenths quicker than Fernando Alonso on that lap. Ricciardo was 7 tenths quicker. This is going pretty well so far.
Tires are a bit on the cool side, so just watch
Now
out.
Ricciardo's times within 5 seconds of Fernando Alonso. Within 4 seconds now. It's not going to be long before Ricciardo is right on the back of Fernando here. Alonso's tyres have dropped off a cliff. 2 seconds now, the gap. And 5 laps to go. Kimi Antonelli leads this Spanish Grand Prix by 9 seconds over Fernando Alonso. Daniel Ricciardo is 2 seconds behind Fernando Alonso in third. It's looking like this could be a good chance for another 1-2. We're going to push the engine a little bit, give Daniel Ricciardo a bit of freedom to push and increase the attack on the tyres as well. 1.5 is the gap. Once he gets into that 1 second window, that's going to be his opportunity. 10 seconds is now the gap between Antonelli and Alonso. He's still lapping about a second a lap quicker than the Spaniard at his home Grand Prix. If Ricciardo can get ahead of Fernando Alonso here, that would be an extra 3 points in our favour in the championship, in both championships. So this is really where it's at. We've got 3 laps to go here. Daniel Ricciardo now within DRS of Fernando Alonso. It's just going to hold back for now.
Head down.
But I think just stay behind. Maybe even harvest up your energy. Oh dear. Well, Alonso's managed to pull away here. Well, that was a bit of a disaster. I wasn't expecting Alonso to do that. Right, anyway. Gonna have to push hard on this lap then. So, Ricciardo's now going to attack the tyres. He'll have DRS. Wants to pass him on the straight. So we're going to watch from the eyes of Daniel Ricciardo as Kimi Antonelli starts his final lap. Here comes Daniel Ricciardo. Is he going to have a go into turn 1? He goes round the outside. It's still side by side here. Not made it just yet. Right. We're going to deploy. We got one more opportunity here.
DRS is currently disabled.
And it's not going to happen unless he can find anything at the final corner. But Kimi Antonelli has won once again. 3 in a row for Kimi Antonelli. Fernando Alonso is going to hang on to second. Daniel Ricciardo comes across in third. Brilliant performance from the Aussie. But Kimi Antonelli, what a performance from him. He takes it. in first place there.
That was a good day.
Ricciardo
Well done, everyone.
finishes in third. Leclerc comes across the line in fourth. Good result for him.
race, mate.
Tsunoda finishes fifth ahead of Verstappen
permit.
in
Off
sixth.
the car. Switch off everything, steering wheel back on, and first thing, go weigh yourself.
Then Albon. Then Russell. And then Gasly. And Hamilton. Well, Hamilton has pulled up. He hasn't reached the line. So Hülkenberg's going to take his final point here. Oh, wow. Well, it happens to the AI too, apparently. Hamilton is out. He finishes in 11th.
Formula One's newest team, shattering all expectations here.
Incredible. That was a really well-deserved win. They got their race strategy absolutely spot on.
Pure elation there as the driver regroups with a team that worked so hard to see this moment. Well, Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
I doubt they could be much happier. A win and a podium place. What a great way to round out the weekend.
And with that, our time in Barcelona is done.
Next time, the teams will be forging ahead at full throttle through the Styrian forest. The Austrian Grand Prix is right around the corner.
Well, there you go then. That is the end of that one. Antonelli wins the race ahead of Fernando Alonso in second. Ricciardo finishes third. Very good performance indeed. Now, what it has done is made things very interesting in the Drivers' Championship. Just 35 points separating Andrea Kimi Antonelli and Fernando Alonso. Now Max Verstappen a long way back in third, and Daniel Ricciardo actually closing in on him as it currently stands. Leclerc very close as well. He's currently in fifth. Tsunoda nearly at the 100-point mark for RB, even though his teammate Valtteri Bottas is only on 6 points. Tsunoda is doing an immense job for RB. Hamilton is currently seventh ahead of Gasly in eighth. Albon just inside the top 10. Into the Constructors, very good result for us at this Grand Prix, and now just 53 points separate ourselves and Red Bull. We are very much up there. We're championship contenders this season, which is what we like to see. 6th and 9th in the fastest pit stops, so we're still 1 point ahead of Ferrari in that particular championship, and a $1.1 million profit. So that is where we're going to leave it for today. If you have enjoyed that, then give it a massive thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.